Hi, I want to start my presentation outline making you a question. Have you ever felt mistreatment? Because I have, and many times. This means that we have felt a lot of times like Philip Pirrip, or better known as Pip from the great book Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I select this theme of mistreatment because it is present often through the book and have affected Pip many times in decisions and during his wild life. What I had suffered was similar. I remember some years ago when I was 8 years old, I was very innocent and noble, like Pip, and someone thought that because I was such a good person, he could mistreat me for a long time. This changed my life and decisions, and my decisions. This made me a person that knows about the theme of mistreatment. This means that I will show you how mistreatment can be found easily in the life of Pip and how he fell with this. Okay, mistreatment can be easily seen in Pip's life. In every moment when he tried to be an innocent man, a noble, and a gentleman. This can be found, for example, in I answer more in shyness than politeness. After you, miss, to his, she returned, don't be ridiculous, boy. I am not going in. This is a clear example of how Pip tried to be a gentleman with Stella and she mistreated him because of this. Also, in the part which she said, your own one day, my dear, and you will use it well. Let me see you play cards with this boy. With this boy? Why, he is a common laboring boy. This is a clear example of how Pip is a noble because he's a noble. He doesn't say anything to Stella when she mistreats him. As well, something that can be found is how Pip felt about being treated like that. One clear example of this is I determined to ask Joe why he had ever taught me to call those picture cards yaks, which cow to be called names. I wish Joe had been rather more gently brought up, and then I should have been so too. This show that Pip take very personal what Stella said to him and start to treat Joe badly. This is an example of this. He is still waiting his hat with the greatest care and was coming after in long strides on the tips of his toes. This can show us that Pip started criticizing Joe like he was mistreat from Stella. Also, when it says, I was so humiliated, hurt, spurred, offended, and sorry. This is a clear example of how Pip felt after being mistreated by a person that think that can mistreat him, because he is a gentleman and can't say nothing to her. In conclusion, this theme of mistreatment can appear in many occasions in the books and can make a person don't react in many occasions in a good way. This is an example of this because Pip always is being mistreated by any people that think that can do it. Also, it can show us how Pip react to this is not in a very good way because he start mistreating people because he thinks that he is superior from them. Thank you.